Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Welcome. We hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you are new, hello. We This is coffee and cards. This is something a little different. When we do coffee and cards, Celia likes to just kind of take things a little slower and have a little conversation. Sometimes when we're doing this free tarot, she likes to really float along. But when we do coffee and cards, she wants to take it a little slower. So um, we hope everyone is doing well. Hi, Julie. Hi, positive energy. We hope. Yes, it is a beautiful day. Pluto has moved, and we feel like the entire energy has shifted. So, has your energy shifted? Because we feel like it's definitely a huge shift. We were feeling it definitely last night. But Pluto has now officially moved into Aquarius. It'll be there for about 3 months. That will really change. Well, for one, it'll change the things associated to Pluto. And second, it's going to change the things associated to Aquarius. So, where is Pluto in your chart and where is Aquarius in your chart? Look and see. I feel like look, she's gonna make me look at my chart. She's like, here, let's I feel like I know it's in my ninth house is where Pluto is. So we shall see. But I'm pretty sure that's where it is because it's in Virgo for me. So Pluto is I have Pluto at 27 degrees Virgo, and that would be in my ninth house. So that is about definitely a change with Pluto's all that eighth house stuff. So it could be a change in the mystical side of stuff, change in, rebirth in, where it is for me in my chart and where it is for you chart. Hi, Alex. Where is Pluto in your chart? So he says, welcome. We definitely have a message for you, Alex. She says, we are, and like that Pluto energy is about transformation. So, and positive energy for you. We know you are looking for some different, a different avenue. It's funny. I haven't wanted to do any physical therapy work, but yesterday reminds me, turn my phone on, do not disturb. I got a really, I applied for a job a long time ago and did all the work to start there. And then the companies just never had any work, but they called me yesterday and they pay like double what normally I get paid doing my job. So, if they're going to pay me double, I might go do some physical therapy work. Just saying. So yeah, so we shall see. Good morning, Danny. How are you? So you said we hadn't done coffee and cards. Me and Dave was talking for a while, and she's like, just do some coffee and cards, get back to that normal, have fun, chat, see how everybody's doing, and a little more lighter and fun energy. But Pluto moved today. Like, so where is Pluto? Where is Pluto in your chart? So where Alex, where's it in your chart? Pluto's in my ninth house and Aquarius is my second house, which is, where my north node is, which is, Aquarius is about the collective energy. Yay. Yay, Danny. We are so glad that you got the cards. Me and Dave were just talking about it this morning. We were talking about a lot, but we were talking that I hadn't done the coffee and cards for a while. So we were like, just, Celia likes to come and, chat. And it's not always so serious, but seventh house, Alex, that's about your one-on-one relationships. Also the house of your mate. Celia says, house of your mate. But one-on-one relationships, and that's like all like Dave's Chiron's in his seventh house, so it's all about his one-on-one relationships. I'm gonna see if I can adjust my light. It's kind of blind to me. I'm not liking that. So she's like, turn it around if you don't like it. So we're adjusting the lighting. We don't like it right in our face. So not sure what's going on with that today. It was fine yesterday, but not today. So, and like, good morning, Miss Beatrice. Good morning, Priya. Yeah, it's like definitely a huge transformative energy. Pluto for the collective, it's been in the same spot since 2008. And here in the US, that's when we had our economic collapse thing the last time, restructured the banking. So we shall see how it does when it moves into that Aquarius energy, which is more about that, for the community, And we know all about that community stuff because literally my North Node is second house, which is, all about helping the community understand what's valuable. And that is yourself. You're valuable. She's like you. You're valuable. Yes. I have a question for you guys. I was listening to something yesterday and I heard it and I had a belief. I was like, ooh, I think I do have this belief. And how about, she's like, we're just going to chat. We'll do a little cards in a minute. So I heard, you know, if you make the bed, you have to lie in it, which means if you make that choice, you have to just deal with the repercussions of the consequences of that choice. Do you believe that you have to sleep in the bed that you make? I mean, I told Dave I believe that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, definitely a long-standing belief." It's not the truth, Danny. You know what? You know what? I found out I have another belief that kind of counteracts that one a little bit for me. It is a woman's prerogative to change her mind, and Dave's like, "You know what? I have divine feminine, so it's my prerogative too." So we have the right to change our mind at any given time. Do you not believe you have the right to change your mind? Why stick with something that doesn't serve you? Why do something that you don't like? I mean, like, I was being a physical therapy assistant and I was working it and I was working it and I was working it. I'm like, I went to school. I have a degree for this. This is what I'm supposed to do. But you know what? Every time I do, like, it ends up being a true shit show to where it's like, this is so bad for my energy. So I always leave. So, think about it. Does that belief serve you? And honestly, it doesn't. You need to, like, truly think about it. Do you believe that? Yeah, you can definitely always change what you're thinking. Oh, believe that you have, like, when I was a kid growing up, I remember my dad saying that it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, which I felt almost give me I felt in a way it was condescending. And then I felt in another way that it is, okay, that gives me a blanket, thing to where I can change my mind. And you know what? Just because we're in a situation, if we don't like it, no, you can change it. All you have to do is want something else. Honestly, the universe likes to co-create with you. And when you say, I want to do that instead, you know what? Because you know what I did with this? I saw somebody doing it and I really liked it. I resonated with it and it's right on my path. So I said, I would like to do that. And you know what? Now I am, because you just have to change literally your perspective. And with, like, well, and it's funny because my Pluto is about philosophy, and that philosophy totally is like a change, like a big aha moment for me. So like that really affected my Pluto. So look in the next week and see, because it's going to be in this, for 3 months it's here, and then it retrogrades back to Capricorn, which is, kind of constricting energy. Capricorn energy. So just, we invite you to look at the next week at whatever house you have Capricorn in, and Pluto, where you have Pluto and where you have Aquarius. Look at what the meaning is of those two houses. And then honestly, you know what? Look at the transformation you can see in those two houses. So, Yes, like literally, like Macy does it. She's like, I want this. Positive energy. She's like, tell the universe, I'm ready. Bring it to me. I've done the work. You know what I want. The universe knows you have definitely put it out there. Oh, Alex, Aquarius 10th house. See, that's your job, Alex, is also about helping the community, because that Aquarius is about the collective. Like my North Node is Aquarius. It is about helping the collective. And 10th house is about your career. So we feel like it's definitely tied to part of your path about helping the collective, Alex. And she said, we're starting with you. Apparently, yeah. Which house, Beatrice? That really is really super important. There are 12 houses. Um, I she said, hold on. I can. I have a little chart. So I can pull it up and we can go through them real quick. So, okay, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read it. The first house is the house of self, appearances, beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life. Second house is your house of money, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, your job, and your work ethic. Things of the third house: the thinking, or the mind and thinking, communication, siblings, social activities. Just like here. I am going to have to make that a little bit bigger. I am really on the struggle bus. um, I don't know if I can make it bigger. Okay. The fourth house is the house of home, roots, family, self care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, and femininity. The fifth house is the house of romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self expression, and drama. The sixth house is the house of health, fitness, systems, analytics, nature, pets, work habits, organization, sense of usefulness, and service given. Sixth house is really important. We feel like that Virgo energy is like really normally important, because that's how it's going to affect you in this day to day life. And she said that is very much in play right now. You're going to really see it in the day to day. I'm not sure why that is, but she said you're really going to see it in the day to day. The seventh house is the house of relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners, equality, sharing, and interpersonal style. The eighth house is merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, assets, property, joint ventures, good mystery, partners, and resources. The ninth house is travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law and religion, cross cultural relations, learning, and ethics. The 10th house is career, long term goals, structure, statute or status, reputation, public image, masculinity, man, father, expert, home. Okay. And the 11th house is groups, friends, social awareness, um, humanitarianism, technology, hopes and wishes of the future. And the 12th house is endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and subconscious. And I will just say, Dave's is in his 12th house, and that is such a huge change for him in with Pluto moving, definitely with some of his beliefs. So, um, Well, the problem is you have to go with your birth time, and your houses start based on your ascendant. So you have to know your exact birth time to know which house it's in. You can do it based on your sun sign, but it's normally based those are normally those things based on your rising, which is based on the time you were born, and that rising sign changes every 2 hours. Yeah, so you kind of really got to know that to really dive deep into your chart, like you have to kind of know that time. It's really important. So ask your guide to make it easy. Say, I want to know, make it easy. Like earlier, I was looking, actually, I looked for a couple things this morning, and both times I'm like, if I were that, where would I be? And both times it took me right to where the item I was looking for was at, like both times. So ask, if I were that item, where would I be? If I were my birth time, where would I be? How can I make it easy to find it? So, anyway, we hope everyone is doing well. I don't know, so you want to, me and Dave were talking about coffee and cards, and she's like, let's do one. And I'd really limited my coffee. So this is the first time in a while I'm having an iced coffee. So I'm really celebrating. I'm having my coffee, and we're going to do a little cards. We're going to start with a little general. She said, we're just going to pull a couple of cards for Pluto moving. How is Pluto moving going to affect the collective? So, okay. And the first card is the TikTok, which is, it is time. And the next card is the time to go card. And then we get the loyal heart card. And then the by the book, because we feel like this is definitely by the book. She wants more light. Now she wants more light. So we're going with it. We're doing whatever she wants. By doing all of that, that is an example of following the impulses. Celia gives me an impulse to do something for any reason, and I just do it. So if you're ever unsure what that following the impulses mean, that's what it means. Just like following each little like thing she gives me to do. So we feel like she's like huge changes here. And the bottom of the deck is that chaos and conflict, but like that zebra has a giraffe thing on it, but it's coming off, like that change is coming. And we feel like the next 3 months is going to be such a change overall for everybody. Like, she's like, are you ready for the change? Like, change. Like, you're not going to believe the change. Like, the first card out is the Capricorn card. And that is, that energy that was around, because she says the Nine of Swords. And we feel like in that time, we were getting a lot of messages at night of this time to come. And you know what? Hallelujah, the new time is here. Because she's like, we are releasing this energy. Are you ready to let go of that toxic energy that no longer serves you? Any codependency or anything. Like, she's like, are you ready to let that shit go? She's like, let it go. We've been doing, she's like, we have been working really hard on this healing. Yeah, she's like, let go. You have to, like, it's time to gain that new clarity with that Queen of Swords right there. And it is a time to have that newer perspective. Like she was talking earlier, do you have that belief that you made that bed, you have to lie in it? Because you know what? You don't. You can go sleep somewhere else, completely different. The Queen of Swords comes out with the Seven of Swords, which is definitely gaining clarity on what energy is not serving you. And that's thoughts. What thoughts are not serving you? And that's the thought right there. That lack. Let go of lack. There is no lack. I promise you, there is no lack. If you tell the universe you want something and you are only focused on the positive of that thing, it will come to you easily. Like, you're only holding yourself back by holding those beliefs that don't serve you, because you can manifest everything by getting in this high vibration And then literally telling the universe what you want from your heart space. Be in your heart space and say what you want. Like really focus on I want. Let that be your new mantra. You know what? When I was married the first time, you know what my husband said? Why do you always have to want so much? Why do you have to want more? And you know what? We're supposed to want more. Like we are supposed to. He was definitely Capricorn, so that is energy that doesn't serve me. You know, so I know like what I deserve. And I've definitely been having a heart chakra activation. And no, as you're having that heart chakra activation and you're in that space of asking for what you want, you're going to really bring that in. Are you ready to bring this in? Are you ready to bring in this connection? Like that is, it's like that's my Dave and connect my connection with Dave and Celia, like the three of us. We have a contract and you have a contract with your person. The only thing holding you back is your own negative thoughts. Like, don't let don't let it happen anymore. We're in Aquarius, we're in air energy. You know, it is a time to have a brand new perspective. What do you want? And try to focus on that. Only focus on the want. I want this. I want happiness and joy. Me and Dave walk around, say happy, joyous, and free. We literally walk around that little mantra sometimes. Happy, joyous, and free. Happy, joyous, and free. Because what you focus on, you get. Like, but literally, you don't have to, just because you're in a situation, doesn't mean if you're unhappy, don't stay in it. Leave. Do something else. Pick a different choice. Pick the next door. Like, you have another choice. I don't think she, yeah, Dave, I don't think she has the exact time. But you know that rising changes every 2 hours, so it really does make a difference. Hey, Alex, you know what I just heard? Wish granted, you can have it all. All you have to do is get happy. The happier you are, the quicker it comes. Like literally. Happy. Yeah, you can give her two choices. Positive energy, you are so not you are not a lost cause. Ask the universe to help you find the time. Like literally, you have two choices. You can hang on to whatever energy you're holding on to, or you can say, I'm gonna be happy and choose the happy end of that thought. Um, and Alex, she's like, we're starting with you. She's like, yeah, she says being in that space by yourself can do wonders for you. Alex, I was doing that and meditating and it brought it in so easy. So she's like, really meditate and know, Alex, where's Gemini in your chart? She's like, where is oh, Ashley, I know that's exactly what I did. I've just done a lot. So like we're just trying to share what we've learned. Like we're just like all about sharing what we've learned. Because trust me, when I was going through mine, when I started, really in my stuff in 15 and 16, you know what? I had no idea what was going on. And I would have loved to found somebody that could have been like, okay, this is what you do. I mean, I've had a lot of stuff. So, and when I say that, most people would think some of the stuff was just absolutely mind blowing and crazy, but it was to let me see the vastness of all that is really there. Oh, your second house, the things you value. Alex, you definitely value communication. Ashley, congratulations on having a baby. It definitely is a miracle. She's like, that definitely is the best blessing. You have a little piece of pure positive energy in you. Like, oh my God. the blessing that is inside you now is phenomenal. Like, yeah, that's because that's what you value. That's that second house thing. So that's really how you can really figure out how things are tied to that. You really value that communication. Gemini is about all about communication. It's like so strongly tied to that communication. So, Alex, we're going to start with you. And she had me pick up the romance angels. But she said, you can have what you want. The more you connect to your higher self and just decide to truly be happy, the faster everything is going to come to you. To you. You get the card of flirt, which is that lighthearted, fun, happy energy. What? That is the card. She's like, you get the flirt card and you get let go of control issues. That's that Capricorn energy, Alex, that you got to let go of, that's trying to leave. To say, you know what, this is a blessing. This is the time for me to connect to my higher self, because you know what, it is. And then that's coming. That's like fun, easy. Like it can be like super fun, easy. The more you let go of it, the funner and easier it is. I can just say that from my experience, and truly by taking every day right now, say, you know what, I am blessed, because the more balanced and grounded and self-love I have, the more he's going to show to you. The more. Yeah, the more. But she's like, Alex, you know what, Dave, when I first met Dave, you know what Dave was like? You know what? Say yes to everything. Anything that's for your highest and greatest good, say yes to. Because you never know, like that's a little breadcrumb. Sometimes you get an offer for something and it's a breadcrumb. Honestly, you know what? I met my cousin that I never spoke to really ever, called me and invited me over to a barbecue. I went, his friend was there. I was not really interested, but you know what? The universe broke my car after I had just drove it 30 miles to get there. When I went to leave, it wouldn't start. That is the universe saying, hold on. Hey, hold on. Because you know what? If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be right here. I wouldn't have met Dave. I wouldn't be where I am. So like everything happened. So like that was like something I would have never done, but I was just like, okay. And I did it. And like everything, one thing leads to something else. So so say yes to everything. Like, yes, everything really is for a reason. Like in 2008, when everything happened, you know what? I was in a car accident, which made me go back to school, which put me on my path. And Alex, this is part of your path, like for a reason. We feel like you're trying to have a heart chakra activation, and we feel like your guides are definitely trying to communicate with you. And as you gain success with that, that is going to walk that right where you hold on, Ashley, we're going to do something. Alex, we feel like this is definitely part of your path, and what you're supposed to teach about. And that, like us, we share Celia's message, which is, find a way to be happy. And that's because we listen to a lot of Abraham, and did a lot of stuff. I've listened to a lot of different readers, and so we're trying to figure out our own style on everything. And Alex, we feel like you have a part in, you're supposed to share what you learned, and how about the message that come through, because we feel like there's a lot of messages that are probably trying to come through right now. Like meditate. So he's like, please meditate. Your guides are definitely trying to connect to you right now. And honestly, the more you get in that state, the easier it is to overall raise your vibration. And when you're in that vibration, try to feel like a little bit of things about your beliefs. Because like, that belief about, you made that bed, you have to lie in it. That doesn't serve anybody. Like, and I was like, that's such a really common belief. Here's another one for you, Alex. You have to work hard for money. Anything worth having is work you have to work hard for. She says you have that strongly in your chart, she feels. So Ashley, I have my pendulum. We're going to say up and down for a boy and across for a girl, and we're just going to see what the energy wants to say. Okay? So we're just going to see. You never know, but that did not seem in the direction of a boy. Sorry. So how is everyone doing? We are doing something, different today. And Ashley, she said we're gonna get a card for you. Ashley, do you not have any boys? Do you want a boy? You got the Archangel Raziel card, and you got this Journey card. Do you have girls? I'm so curious. And if so, how many? Okay, Ashley, we're going to tell you how. So you can do this for yourself. And I just do it right over my wrist. And did you see that? It went up and down and then it went back and forth because I have one of each and that's it. And that is it. Thank the Lord, because now I'm getting ready to be 52 and I think I'm okay. You get that card. You get that card, which does make me feel like boy, girl, and that's what I had. So she told me to tell you to try it over you. I did it that way, but like try it over you. You could use a necklace. You could use a needle on a thread. That's what I used to do to under. My mother-in-law showed me that. I thought she was crazy. But it would literally go through every kid she had, and she had 8 kids and 2 miscarriages, and it went through and did everyone in the right order. You just have to up and down across your arm is boy, across the forearm is girl. There you go. That's how you do it. And just ask. But we feel like it's going to be a. She's like, so, Ashley, do you know the kids coming in now have so much ability? Like, my granddaughter is 3, and the things she can do just blows me away at what she can do at 3. So, do you know every every day the kids coming in every day are that much more advanced. So like any child brought in now is just like so far advanced. And like of that, like such that like isn't going to have like all the karma as we are healing the karma, then that like is taking care of it for them. Like that's the main reason I'm doing a lot of my stuff. I want Macy to have the best life she can have. So yeah, they're like little magic right now. Like, so just know that, like, so no, literally, Ashley, you have the most positive energy, like pure positive energy growing inside you. Literally pure positive energy inside your body. We all have it, but like you have it to um, a magnified level. Apparently my table wanted to go down. So Julie, can we get a card for you? Like that's what we're doing. So you know that's what's happening. But yeah, those like kids now are gonna change the world so much. She's like the world in 10 years is gonna be a completely different place than when you guys grew up versus like now it's already so different for me, so I can only imagine what's coming. So Julie, do you have a okay, we are getting guidance for you, Ashley. Julie, I'm looking at Julie and Ashley, do you know how strong your energy is? She's like, do you know? And Julie, you get the card of strength and sensitivity, and you get that angel card there. And you get the Archangel Faniel card, which is hope, optimism, and new beginnings. So, Julie, we think everything is going to work out okay for you. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes when I've been in a place where I needed something to go in my favor, I have called in Celia, and I tend to pick a spot up on the wall, and then I see a white ball of energy. And know that when that happens, that's your guide, and anybody can do that. So, like right now I see Celia on the wall right above my computer. Like I can see her energy like right there. But I do have that gift. I've seen energy for a long time, so I can physically see it. But yes, Ashley, you have definitely a really strong energy. But Julie, everything it looks like it's going to go very well for you. But you're definitely protected. Do you see the little feather there? Know that this is Archangel Faniel. This deck has some different ones in it, but he is the angel of hope, optimism, and new beginnings. And she said, with that, we don't even need to pull a dang tarot card because you are protected. It's gonna work out. And sometimes like those things happen so you can, you know, realize yes. It's funny because I was just thinking that the other day about the protection. Actually, it was yesterday in the hot tub about the pink ball of protection. So know that right now energy can change, like from what it was yesterday. Tomorrow, the energy can be such a completely different paradigm that you're like, okay. And Julie, we feel like that's happening for you. Like, we feel like your situation is going to totally get resolved. Oh, you're going to Florida? What part? We're going in a couple weeks. My daughter just moved to Florida. So we are going there. We leave in today is we leave in 15 days. Oh, my daughter is currently in Orlando. They are doing a couple of different places till they figure out exactly where they want to move. So now they're in Orlando, but they're getting ready to go over by Daytona next month. So we are going to Orlando in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks in a day. We leave 2 weeks from tomorrow. So that day the day we leave, we actually might do some something on the roads because it is a little drive. So she's like, who else here? We have we hope you do too. We are driving. Are you driving or are you driving or are you flying? And I don't know why, Ashley, I hear ankle pumps. So make sure you're pumping your ankles, whatever make sure you're doing ankle pumps. It helps your circulation. And you must be closer than me because for me to get where I'm going is like 15 hours. Oh, the doll face diva, how are you doing? Yes, Julie. All you have to do is actually, what do you want to do instead? Yes, it definitely helps with that. Yeah, do ankle pumps. That definitely helps and keep your feet elevated. Even if you just bring your like feet up, it helps. But definitely doing the ankle pumps helps swelling. I'm a physical therapy assistant, so that is my medical opinion. I would do some ankle pumps and keep your feet elevated if you can. But the ankle pumps will definitely, yeah, rocking your feet back, heel and toe. Well, it simulates walking and it will help that venous flow back to return. So, I don't know. Hi, Eliza. How are you? And the doll face diva, we are going to get, so you said we're going to get cards for you, next. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. We were just trying something. We used to do coffee and cards every day and we missed it. And she said, things can change on a dime on this energy. Like, I swear, like Pluto energy, something that you've had a block for 20 years can move today. Like, literally in one day. And the doll face diva, you get the card beneath the surface, hidden truth, something unknown. We feel like, that's that, beneath the surface lies at great bounty. And there is, and you get that freedom card. Excuse me. And in that general reading, we got that thing about letting go of that, releasing that toxic energy. Because you know what? Everything is in the perfect space, in the perfect time. And as you let go of any of that karma, because the ancestors card there, so it makes me feel like there's some karma there. And I also feel like there's a lot of magic that you hold that you don't really that you really don't understand yet. And you get the Lovers card, the Two of Wands, the Strength card, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this is saying as you find your balance within and embrace your spiritual path, like you're gonna have your wish fulfillment. Like you get what you want. How would you feel if you get what you want? Because as you embrace your strength and your gifts, you know what, and you decide to share them, they are going to bring you all of that financial stability that's trying to come in. Like that magic is trying to flow through you. Are you going to let it? Are you going to let it? Just make the choice and say, I want to embrace my spiritual path. Where is your north node? Where is your Chiron? Literally work towards your north node. Literally, we went through earlier about what each of the houses mean. You know what? Go through and look where your north node is and look at that. Like my north node is in my second house. My second house is about the things I value and the things that are valuable. And you know what? It's in Aquarius. So it's about teaching other people about that, helping the community understand that the true value lies inside of you. And that is the truth. The value is inside of you. And like, as soon as you decide to deep dive into that, like the freedom is going to come for your whole ancestral line when you decide to embrace the magic within you. Like, she's like, embrace it. Like, say you want it and do it. Like, she's like, do it. That was a lot of energy flowing through me. Just so you know. So you have a lot of magic that you are not embracing, that you could like change your entire life by just embracing it. Which house is that in for you, Pooja? Because in Libra, it's about finding, balance and, that balance in your life. Yes. Oh, the 10th house. So it's about your work. A lot of times it's about, do you have a job? Do you want a legal job? Like for some reason, like that's like the justice card. Like I felt like the justice card. Do you want to be an attorney? Do you want to do some kind of legal work? Like some type of that kind of work is very much, I feel, with that 10th house. Are you interested? Are you interested in legal work? Here, hold on. She's like, hold on a second. Okay, Pooch, 10th house, career, long-term goals, structure, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, father, expert home. But in that Libra energy is about relationships and marriage and contracts and finding that balance within your work. Maybe are you the peacekeeper with your job? Are you the peacekeeper with your friends? Are you the person they all go to for advice? Are you a peacekeeper? Are you the one that brings the balance to it all? Like it's definitely about, it's the scales, the balance, about justice and clarity. There's but a lot of different things. But sometimes with that hold on. So you have I have Venus and North Node in the 10th house. Oh, so you have Venus in Libra, which is a great place for Venus because you know what? Venus rules Libra. So that is a really good place, a really nurturing, loving place. Yeah, you are you like a counselor for your friends, Pooja? Do you bring the balance and the peacekeeper? Because sometimes you can do that, like the justice card, but not necessarily you know, in that way it can just be within your own circle or your own family. But that Venus right there is really good positioning for it. Yeah, but as with that really balanced energy with that Venus, there is like really good for you. Like as you step into that and Pooja, you want to know what you can do? Here's a little trick. You want to know what you can do? I wish to activate others when I come in contact with them for their highest and greatest good. You can have that intention. I have that intention when I am around anybody. It is my intention to activate their energy. So, Eliza, with it being in that 12th house, that 12th house is such a mystical house. And that Virgo is opposite that Pisces energy, which is that natural ruler. So that means that your north node is there. So your south node is in Virgo. So you are used to doing more of that day-to-day work. You really need to work on connecting to your higher self. It's really about like you really like have to step into your spiritual gifts. Hi, Miss Beatrice. How are you? Yeah, she's like, it's definitely about you got to step into that. And Miss Becca, how are you doing today? I don't know why she wants me to. And positive energy. Celia says, we are going to get you. She said, we know that you will hang out. So she said, we appreciate you. Just so you know, we appreciate you. And was I doing cards for somebody? My brain just went totally off. Becca. That's why I picked these up. I'm like, I said somebody, and then like my brain went. Yeah, but something that you've had a block about for months or years even could change today, tomorrow, this week. So be ready for huge change. And Becca, you get the card of retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And you get the card of chemistry. Oh, Becca, I know. I got a message for you in the hot tub today about your date. She's like, about your date. You said you didn't know? Yeah, she said you didn't know. And that's okay. But listen, you want to know what she told me? Here's something. You said you didn't know, but you know what? If it was a no, you would have definitely known it was a no day one. True or untrue? If it was no, you would have definitely known it was a no. But you didn't. You said maybe. So just know that that door is open and that possibility, and don't overthink it and don't think about him. Focus on something else completely. Like immerse yourself in something else. And as soon as you do that, if that's meant to work out, it will. But we feel like there's definitely chemistry there. And we feel like maybe you stirred something with him and he's like, what's going on? Yeah. But she's like, definitely like it wasn't a no. And if it wasn't a no, you know what it means? It was a yes, because there's those choices. Yes, no. So if it wasn't a no, then it was a yes. So something about that for you, Becca. I told Dave that in the hot tub this morning. So because Becca, we feel like he is part of your spiritual path. We feel like he is what you've asked for. For one, you get the Eight of Cups, which is, that spiritual path completely. The Ace of Swords, which is don't let that mind chatter get to you, go easy. Because and be really grounded. You have asked for this, so just trust. Because there's this staircase or there's this staircase. Which staircase do you want to take, Becca? She said, I like that pink card. How about you? As you're joyfully happy and just focused on what you're supposed to, and say, universe, I let go of control, bring me what I'm supposed to have, and literally let it go. She's like, let it go, and then find your balance, like as you're in balance. And that's also communication. So find your balance, and do that with that joyfully happy, like as you're focused on the things that make you joyfully happy. It makes that ascension so much better than this one. Like that is new clarity, but like that is clarity through some chaos. And instead of it being a chaotic like staircase, it could just be an easy, flowy, happy one. And we would love that for you, Becca. So don't let that energy get the best of you. Don't. Because she said there's definitely some chemistry there. And it's definitely part of your spiritual path. And it's definitely, were you shocked at, did he have any of the qualities that were on your list that you were aware of? Did he have any of the qualities? And I would listen, Becca, to the Song of the Good Ones by Gabby Barrett. I listened to that for Dave, and it really, it's a mushy love song. Because he's the things on your list, like, and trust that. And you know what? He's probably been hurt, and he's probably a little scared. But he's what you ask for. And just focus your energy literally. She's like, literally, as you're thinking of him, that's energetically pursuing him. Don't do it. I know it's hard, but like think, oh, if you're going to think about it, think of the fun that the date was. Oh, it was fun. I liked this about him. I liked that about him. And go on about the gratitude things up. Don't think about, oh, he hasn't called me, because that's going to make him not call you. And we don't want that. We want him to call you. She said, we definitely want him to call you. Miss, not a problem. Thanks, Danny, for coming back. Yeah, she's like, so really try that, like doing something else, like do that, and then do the things that make you happy. Like, is there a creative thing that makes you happy? Like, if I want to really focus on something, you know what I do? I make bath bombs, because you know what? I have to have my focus on that. If not, they turn out wonky, and that's never a good, never a good bath bomb. So like, change your focus. And Android guy, I'm going to get you, and I am going to send you a video later today. Awesome. Yes, awesome. We like that for you, Becca. Yeah, and some self-love is going to go a long ways with you. And Andrew, guys, she wanted me to get the Archangel Metatron deck from Amanda Ellis. Becca, do you paint or something? Do you paint? What kind of creative outlet do you have? She's like, what do you do? And you get the card of air, fly free. And then the bottom of the deck is the signs card. So we feel like, Android guy, you are probably getting some signs. I get a lot of bird messages. So are you seeing a lot of like of the same kind of bird, or some kind of repeating thing that's keeping like an she's like an animal totem. So some kind of like animal or something that you keep seeing. It's some kind of message, like my ears going crazy, my eyes itching, like I keep getting like there's like it's it could even be like somebody's trying to tap you on the shoulder. Like it's like because I'm like really getting like somebody's like bugging me because it's like really itching right here. And then yeah, and like on that picture's bluebirds, and that's what I see. I see blue jays and bluebirds. We actually have a couple of bluebird houses out back. We feed the bird. We feel like you're seeing something like a sign. Sometimes it's even just like repeating numbers or a phrase or a picture of something. Like this is like this is a diamond shape. Are you seeing like diamond shapes? Like be a little more aware of your surroundings because like we feel like you're definitely getting a message. And then this is the air card and it's fly free, and we feel like this is new energy today with it being and it's going to really help move forward things because you get the Lover's card, you get the Wheel of Fortune card, you get the Judgment card, and you get the Two of Swords. So we feel like as you're gaining awareness with your spiritual path, that are you working on your spiritual path? Are you working on your spiritual path? Are you moving it forward? Are you working on your North Node? Honestly, when I stepped into working on my North Node and my Chiron, like Dave came in and like that relationship was, I was in the right vibration and so was he. And that's honestly what it takes. Both of you being in the right vibration, being in, that free energy of, you know what, this is going to be the best relationship that's ever happened to you. This is coming. The only thing slowing that forward movement down is that mind chatter. So you like meditate and you can really bring in that happiness you're seeking, like through meditation, and connecting because we feel like your guides are trying to talk to you. Like that is some communication coming in, but you're definitely getting signs from the universe that it's trying to talk to you. So Android guy, well, and I'll tell you, Pluto moved today. It moved into Aquarius today. It's been in Capricorn for 20 years or 15 years, since 2008. And it's going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. It's going to retrograde back first in Capricorn after a couple months, but then overall it's going to stay in Aquarius, which is about new innovation, and that is about, transformation. And you're going to be amazed at the transformation in technology. Celia says that comes out in the next 3 months is really going to be mind blowing on the technology that's released in the next 3 months. So yes, it already did. Earlier we looked, it was already at, currently it is at, no, here she said refresh it. It is at 6 minutes of Aquarius. So it has officially moved in. Like we were feeling the change yesterday. So like, and we tend to feel it a little early. So, but like last night, definite change this morning, definite change in the overall energy. So, lots of messages trying to come in. So, anybody that's watching, if you're not meditating, it would be a blessing to you to decide to take it up today. Even if it's just for 15 minutes and you work on just counting your breaths and trying to find a little bit of quietness, you would be surprised at the messages that are trying to come in for everybody. She's like, everybody, like the messages are trying to. KCT, can we get a card for you? And where I am right now, it sounds like it's thunderstorming. I know it's raining, but now it sounds like thunder. And KCT, you get the card of the soul giraffe. And the bottom of the deck is you are perfectly imperfect. So know that definitely we feel with that like you're definitely being guided, watched over, protected with that, and know that everything is working out just as it should. She's like, just as it should. Yes, like everything is going to change positive. Like it's going so well. And we are going to send you that reading today because you want me to tell you, Celia just said we were waiting till the energy changed to do it. And then like today, there is nothing else I can do but do that. So we will be sending that today. And we are also going to be posting a video later of how will Pluto move into my sign change. So we are going to be posting that later. So everybody, please look for that. And KCT, we're getting some more cards. Pouring rain in now. Whatever you have been going through with the rough time, KCT, know that is changing. It was something that you had a soul contract with, but that is ending, and you are going to move into something much better. That's going to help you really stand in your power and put down a lot of burdens you've been carrying. Yeah, it is really pouring right here. Yeah. It helps my green grass grow, so I'm okay with it. Miss Beatrice, can we get a card for you next? I'm a Sag, so I'm an eternal optimist. I'm a Sag rising. So I tend to like try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt because they have free will. Even though I sense something, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But like that's why I do things to make sure that my energies protected no matter what. I'm always in an energetic bubble. Like I have I need a new piece of tourmaline, Dave. I have a little tourmaline. I have a little obsidian, and I have a witch's broom. So you want me to tell you what this is telling me? This wasn't all crushed today. It is now. So there's been some wonky energy. So now I will clear all that up. So definitely some energy being projected, which is why I keep the stones around for that reason. For if I feel anybody projecting energy at me, sometimes when it happens, like I sense it, and then we almost immediately will be done. But personally, to protect myself, I always carry the piece of witch's broom. And I keep the piece of black obsidian, and then I have a little piece of tourmaline, which I'm going to leave that one over there because I will get a new piece. Because I'm sure Dave has some because he's pretty good about that. And then like I have the witch's broom here, and I have some on my table over here. So like I keep myself in a little bubble. I have some selenite there. I have other rocks around the room. So I just in general focus on protecting my energy, not what energy is being projected at me. If I feel energy is being projected, me and Dave both are very, it's like, oh, somebody's definitely got something, somebody's not happy with us. And just walking on the grass is really good for that. Grounding your own energy. But I also have, like, if it's like something serious, I'll call Archangel Michael in and say, put me in a protective bubble, surround me with your divine white light, and don't let any energy. The witch's broom is black kyanite. So that is one of my like I said, I have it all around because I find it being it just keeps negative energy at bay. You just kind of, just keeps it, I have the intention to keep it, away. I have my pyramids on both edges of my desk. But I'm in definitely a little protective bubble when I'm doing this. Yeah, when I do that, just call in Archangel Michael and ask for to put you in a protective bubble. It's funny, when Dave and I drive, I tell him we're in a bubble, and we literally are. When we drive, there is like normally 30 car lengths in any direction from us, a car. So Miss Beatrice, you get the cards of relaxation, attachment, and shamanic healer. Miss Beatrice, do you know you are a healer like that? And the bottom of the deck is the family tree, which means it's telling me that you have a do you realize the healing abilities you have? Like Dave has that energy we were talking earlier. Like Dave and I both share Celia, and I project her energy more to where Dave has some shamanic healing energy. And we're working on him embracing that. But we feel like you she's saying you definitely have some, and that is also part of your journey. Are you ready for that, Beatrice? Are you attached to how it has to be? Are you attached? Miss Beatrice, have you ever so he says, do you have a bowl? Start with something little. We feel like yeah. Well, here, decide to do this instead. Heal you, and that heals them. You don't actually have to heal them. You can heal you, and that heals them because you are tied to them. So do some sound therapy and clear your chakras and clear your energy and clear anything stuck. Get connected with yourself, and then realize you have this ability for other people. I feel like you're definitely like, she's like that has many aspects to that shamanic healer. Are you ready to step into that? She's like, right now, it's, this card is right now, this relaxation, enjoy where you're at right now. And you have to let go of what you think your path is, because it's going to take you somewhere where you're going to have the whole world in your hands. Like somewhere so good. Sometimes we see other people on the path and say, oh, I would like that path. But you know what? Your own path is separate. You have to follow your own rainbow. And that's going to happen as you do the work and step into knowing your true power. And you are healing your family. She's like, you are healing. Does your family have karma tied to money, lack, abundance in any way? Because you are healing this. She said, you are healing it. That is the work you're doing now. And as you heal that, you are supposed to teach other people how to do it. Be the messenger. Are you getting out there and beating the drum and telling everybody? Are you telling them? Because as you do step into that, that's when that stability is going to come super easy. And that person. Super easy. We feel like you're definitely a healer. She's like, definitely a healer. And you can always maybe If you run across somebody that does shamanic healing, book a session with them, book some time with them, see if they can't help you get rid of that attachment. To what's blocking you, which is yourself, your trust. Yes, Miss Beatrice, that's what we're just trying to do. Find our soul tribe, we are all in this together. But maybe whatever your perceived image is of a shamanic healer isn't what you think it is. Everybody has a different journey. So we are going to do positive energy next. She said these. And she wanted to use these Archangel Metatron, and look, they have like a little star on the back of them. So, you are very welcome, Miss Beatrice. We hope you have the most fabulous day and know that change is coming now. Like, she's like, now. And positive energy, you get that cup of gold, which is about the cup of replenishment, which is what you are having this time of right now. And then you have the card of endings. You are held. Positive energy, what happened with your last job? What happened? She's like, what happened? Because maybe with that you can gain a little clarity. What happened? She's like, what happened? So is it your choice to leave or theirs? We feel like you have to make peace with that energy, because that clarity card is, she's like, you have to make, yeah, like, you know what happens sometimes, you know why it was theirs? Because you wanted to leave a long time before that and you didn't. You kept saying you wanted something better, and now you just haven't let that better in. We don't feel like you've necessarily made peace with it. We feel like maybe not quite as much. Celia wants to give you a new perspective on it. You weren't happy there. You wanted to leave. You just didn't. You wanted to leave. You wanted something better. But you didn't like it. It might have been a good job, but you didn't like it. I mean, doing physical therapy is a good job, but it sucks the life out of me. But I see where you said it was made redundant after a long time. There must have been something that you didn't like. And you know what? No matter how much I love being a physical therapist and helping people, the universe says, that's not my job. And you know what? It's not your job either. Because you know that thing about Gemini in your chart. You want to know what happened with my first job as a physical therapy assistant? I was fired for being late to a job that didn't have a start time. It didn't have a start time. No start time, but I was fired for being late. Does that make sense? Literally, no start time. I mean, literally, they could come up with literally nothing. I lost another job because there was just not enough work. So and that was due to part of COVID, but like, but like energy that just like the universe said, no more. I wasn't going there. I wasn't happy. I loved doing what I was doing, but I wasn't very happy at where I was doing it. And it was the place where I learned I had a gift in my hands, which is what I went there to learn, that I had something special in my hands. And I learned it. And when I was done learning that to that point, then it says no more and you got to move on. As long as you're like, it doesn't make sense. I was making a difference too. Literally, I was using my gift to really make a difference in people's lives. But like the universe is like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And with Gemini in your first house, Celia said your mission, the thing about self, is about communication. And we would love, we hope Dave gave you something on your chart, but like with that time is like super important. But I feel like he maybe got something close for you. But we feel like as you gain new clarity on this, you know what? On this ending, you know what? Something brand new is going to come in that's so wonderful. Like, but she wants you to see it from a different perspective. Not that, oh, I don't know why this happened. Thank you, universe, for making this time for me to do what I'm supposed to do. Everything is for a reason. You are put right where you're supposed to. Every day that you're sitting at home is the day that you're supposed to be there. And until you do the work that the universe wants you to do, it's going to make you sit there. Honestly, I promise you. Like, literally, it will make you until you do the work. So we are going to see what's coming for you for April. But we feel like you're going to get some new clarity on this. She's like, you have to try to see it. Yes, and you have to say, thank you for and truly do this. Especially today, we're still in this new moon energy. Thank you to that job for all that you taught me, all the money you brought to me, all the knowledge I have, all that you have put in for all of my future jobs. You have to like find a way to be grateful and blessed at that job for what you had then, because it brought you that stability. But it's it was part of your path, but now your path is different. Because she said, by the way, we got a whole stack of cards. We're going to start with the Hanged Man. It is a part of your awakening, your leveling up. And you know what? Sometimes the universe puts you on pause to level you up until you step into something. It's like, nope, we're not gonna. We've given you this stability. And now you've done it, but now it's time to level up to a new place, to let go of some of that baggage, because Archangel Michael is trying to come in and give you some guidance with that Temperance card through meditation. You're really going to see it in a different perspective. And it is about your family karma, still you saying. And once you do that and figure out how to be happy, with where you are. Like she's like, be happy with where you are. Until you can be happy with where you are, that change can't come. Know that the universe has planted you there because you are holding on to something that's holding you back. And as you gain the clarity over it and decide to step into mission to help others, because for me, this Five of Wands is about everybody's going towards that same goal. It is some chaos here, but everybody is ultimately working towards that same goal. They're not tearing each other down. And that will bring in that King of Wands energy that we feel like that you're trying to also manifest. But we feel like this is definitely just part of your spiritual awakening. And it, as soon as you see it from a different perspective, it can literally change in the blink of an eye. Like literally it can change like so fast. Like so fast. But this is definitely, she's like, this is definitely part of your leveling up. This is like the universe is saying, now is the time to walk on your path and gain new clarity that this was for a reason. This is for your highest good. It is the action that's going to take you in a new direction. you say you're trying to figure out why it happened. You don't know. It happened because the universe said your time here is done. You had a contract with them for this amount of time. And when that day was done, it was done. Like literally, I was fired for no reason. But you know what? It was like, okay, so I have to find something else. I have to go on and do the next thing. And you know what? I did it, and the universe made that hard until I'm like, okay, what actually does the universe want from me? Because clearly it's wanting something different. Because it is wanting to bring you that overall stability that you seek. And we don't feel like you're going to get that. Oh, you're not going to get it working for somebody else. Positive energy. Have you ever thought about doing like a podcast or, hi PM, please do not spam my chat. That will not get your question answered. If you spam one more time, you're going to get put in timeout. Thank you. Have a blessed day. SK, we are going to move on to you. But like that different perspective on things is so important. Like, just like the perspective of you made that bed, you have to lie in it. Like, oh, you made that choice. You have to live with those consequences forever. And you definitely don't have to do that. You can make a new choice right now. I mean, positive energy, do they have like where I live, they have like grocery delivery, food delivery, and all that. Is that an option? Like, and like sometimes just to get things moving in another direction. Don't wait. Like, look, where is your passion? So he's like, where is your passion? And SK, you get the cards of Dimensional Gateway, and you get the cards of Indigo, Mystery and Mastery of Life. So, SK, what's going on with you? And you get the green card, which is Heart Healing. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Like, do the thing that makes you happy. But is there like here, like I said, we have food delivery or we have grocery delivery. There are many different opportunities. And sometimes once you even just get it going in that direction a little bit, like it can change the entire money flow situation. Because right now you're so in lack about it's not coming. And SK, you get the cards of the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So the universe, we feel, is asking you to look at a different perspective about this King of Pentacles energy. So she's like, see it in a different perspective about that, your relationship, because it's time for a heart chakra activation and to be more open and go with the flow. Because you feel like this is your person. This is about mastery of that. And the mastery of that is not being codependent. So have a different perspective of the relationship, because it is just part of the work of the path of being in that detached state. Yes. If you are not with this person, realize that it is because it is a gateway right now for your leveling up. Like in this card, you can see she's sitting there. All those bad things aren't happening. They're just in her head. She's imagining all the negative things that could be happening. And as you focus on the negative, you're going to do that. But like really, if you truly look at her, she's not bound up. She doesn't have any of those birds around her. It's all just projections in her mind. If we get that negative thought going, it just kind of goes right back. We feel like you're definitely working on your spiritual path. But like your relationship with him, SK, where is your North Node? And it's taking you on the path of that Lover's card. the Wheel card, and that Five of Cups. So are you not with this person? Are you focusing on the past of, I miss this person? Because if you can see them in a new direction, like there is a new cycle coming with that person, like a new cycle, like higher elevated cycle, in a positive direction. Don't think that that person's not there or not with you or whatever, because you know what? They're your person. She's like, they're your person. What do you? Sometimes the universe doesn't put us with our person until we are stepped into mission. Because you know what? As you step in with that person, it was just the King of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign. But are you focusing on the lack of a person being there? If you're focused on the lack of a person, or you're still focusing on the energy of the last person with you, until you clear that energy, that can't move forward. Which is, say goodbye. Be like, thank you for what you taught me. Thank you for the strength you showed me that I had, that I didn't realize I had. And sometimes it can be that simple, and just be like, thank you. And just ending it on a positive, not knowing like whatever the negative it ended on. Don't end it on the negative, end it on the positive. Thank you for all the lessons that I learned while I was with you. Thank you for what I now know I want. Thank you for helping me know what I didn't want. So now I am very clear on what I do want. So thank you for that. And like really like have that gratitude of, thank you for leading me towards what I do want. Because truly everything that happens that we don't want shows us more what we do want. You got the green card, which was the water card, which is about the heart chakra. So if you want to bring that person from the past back, you have free will. If you want to bring that person back, let go of whatever energy negatively you have tied to that person. If you would like to bring in a new person, you still need to heal whatever energy was with that last person. And I would end it on a positive, because right now it feels like it ended on a not positive note. And as you're in that not positive note, the next person you bring in, or when you bring that person back, it's going to be on that same energy if you don't do any work on it. So you have to try to rebalance your energy. Has that ever happened to you before? Even not with love relationship, with just friendships. Has that ever happened before where things just ended abruptly? Because sometimes things end for our highest good. And we feel like it's a family pattern, but like sometimes things end because we have that family karma with it. And you know what? You can heal that karma. Because look at your patterns. When in your life has that pattern happened? And I would literally take the time and write every time in your life where somebody has abruptly left your life. Because when that happens, that trigger abandonment issues with you. And then once you have that a little bit and you focus on it, and you have a little fear of that person's going to leave, and you know what? That makes that person leave. So we feel like there's some abandonment there. So I would look at where that goes back to. SK, I would bet, where is your Chiron? Celia says, where is your Chiron? That is that inner child healing. And most of those wounds go back to our childhood. Like I can go back to the first time that I could really remember where my Chiron got activated by my mom, unknowingly then. And at the time, it took me a long time to figure all that out. But I did. So where is your Chiron? Celia says. And I'm not sure if I have now got everybody. Have I got everybody? If you haven't had your question answered, please drop it in the chat box. If not, we're going to end it, and we'll be back in a little bit to do some free tarot. Because today is a day of change. Are you ready for the big change coming to you? Hi, Miss Danny. Did we not get you? If not, I am so sorry, because Celia says we always and Danny, Dave and I were talking about you this morning too. When's he coming over? You get the card of why, and you get the card of by the book, and you get the card of to be fair, and you get the card of yin. So definitely in that feminine energy. And you get the TikTok card. It's time, she says. TikTok, TikTok, it's time. Yeah. She said, this is the path that it's supposed to be. And as you are stepping into your why, you're really gonna open up your gifts. Hey, Danny. So he says you can say that better. He is opening up more, and I am loving the new conversation you're having. Do you want the old job back? We feel like you wanted to leave, so really, do you want it back? That would be like me going back to my last company that I did therapy for. She says, was it not the best environment for you? I hear in my head shit show, so, and she's not going to stop till I say it. So, yeah, like she's like, speak it, because like right now, like this Pluto movement is like everything can change instantly. That is the work, by just knowing that that's what I want. I want it fun and easy. And Danny, there is a I don't know if I told you, there is an Abraham that is about relationships being easy. And how the communication is easy, and how you're both living your separate lives, but how overall everything's so easy, and it's fun and it's easy, and easy is good. And I listened to that a lot when I was, doing my initial work to find my balance. So, and she says that's your balance, find your balance. And where is your addressing that shadow of that self-love is really going to bring in that as you are happy and confident and feeling your love, he is going to mirror your confidence. And sometimes we think it's him, but you know what? It's probably really more him thinking he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. You can't find something, tell the universe to let it find you. Have it pursue you. Know your worth. Know your why. Why? Yeah, that's what he's afraid of. He is not afraid to talk. She said not at all. As you're in your don't settle. I'm doing this. The universe is making it work for me right now with me and Dave. Eventually I may have to get a job, but right now I don't have to. Though I have another job that maybe offered me a lot of money, and I did call them back, and we're going to see if they called me back. Not yet. But I was like, okay, if this is meant for me, let it be easy. So I can make some more money. So, but everything's going to balance out. But we feel like as you're in this space, it's really going to help you be in that Cancer energy, be in that nurturing thing energy. Everything is going to balance out. It really is. It's time for it. It really is the time for it. And like we were like just. You know the picture I had in my head this morning, Danny, when Dave and I were talking about it? Have you have you have you ever saw the movie Pretty Woman? Where at the end Richard Gere comes and climbs up the balcony and rescues Julia Roberts, and they ride off in his limo and she lives a fabulous life with him. Have you ever seen that movie? Like a 80s movie. I'm dating myself with that, of course, but Danny, you know what? That's my favorite movie too. I love that movie always. And you know what? Dave is definitely that sweep me off my feet kind of guy. I feel that with you. Are you open? Do you feel worthy of that? Tell the universe, yeah, I want him to come sweep me off my feet. Because that's what I told Dave. He's going to come in and sweep you up and take you back where you belong with him. So, I don't know, something about that movie, and clearly we were supposed to have the conversation about Pretty Woman. I was going to talk about it, and then I was just kind of resistant because I'm like, well, sometimes the overall context of that movie can have different, whatever. But I love that movie. I love Julia Roberts. That was from, I loved it from way, way back. I don't even watch movies no more, hardly. So, but, Danny, you want to know what right now? Right now, I'm not making very much money. I get a little bit of donations, but besides that, I'm not making any money. Do you know who's supporting our household? Dave. You have to not think you have to earn the money. And that was one of the things I had to figure out. You know what? It's funny because here, Dave and I live a completely different paradigm and we live in the same house. You want to know how? Because Dave spoils me freaking rotten. Like, I have a really nice computer. Dave buys me literally, if I say I want something, Dave buys it. Like, he gets me whatever I want. I live a very comfortable life. I do my channel stuff. I go hot tub. I meditate. Like, I'm living my pretty much best life. Like, I had to have the reality though, because I have a really strong masculine energy that I had to work and I had to earn the money. But you know what? I am open to abundance in any way it wants to come to me. And I make abundance flow today because I'm here. I tell him I'm like his little golden goose. Like, I can make money come to him really easy if he would as easy as he would allow it. But our little joke is I'm his little golden goose. And I could be even more if he would allow it. Like, and you could be that same, Danny. So don't you have to just tell the universe you are open to the abundance you seek, and you don't have to be the one to go out and physically make it. Be open to receive it. Like, eventually it's all going to flow to me. My channel is going to get monetized. I'm going to keep growing. Celia's message is going to keep getting out there. Like, I know all of that's going to happen for me. I know Celia's message is important. So, but Danny, you don't have to be in control of how it comes. That's what you got to let go of. You don't have to say, I was listening to an Abraham and it was like a big aha moment. I was like, okay, universe, I agree. I want to live an abundant life and it can come however it wants to come. Yesterday, Dave got a check in the mail for $500. He's like, I got a check in the mail. Like, I love when we get checks in the mail for random, no reasons whatsoever. Didn't know it was coming. Thank you. Sign it, put it in the bank. So you just never know. So Danny, it wants to come for you. She's like, it's so wanting to come in for you. But yeah, say I want him to come in and sweep me off my feet and support me and treat me like I'm a queen. Like, say yes, I want to do that. Say I want to have time to learn to read the tarot. I want to have time to work on my spiritual path. Like, and then be open to let him do it. I could feel a kind of way about it, but you know what? I carry my weight around the house, and energetically, I carry a lot of weight around the house. So it all balances out. Yeah. So, just you don't feel you're worthy of that time for somebody else to take care of you for a little bit. Like Dave's taking care of me right now while I'm growing my channel and my business. So you just have to put it out there. Just say that's what you want. She's like, just say it. Put it out there. Absolutely. And you're not supposed to. You're supposed to, like, Danny, you're supposed to be financially independent. If you don't know that, we're telling you. Danny, you're supposed to be financially independent. By your own means of whatever makes you passionately happy. Like for a while, that was bath bombs for me. I was trying to do it as a business, but you know what I hated? I hated the internet part of it and trying to get the website done and manage all that stuff. I just like the creative part. So I've just decided I'm just doing it for fun now. I'm not doing it for business. I just do it for me. And my granddaughter, Macy, loves bath bombs, and my daughter likes them. And so now I'm just doing it for fun. I've given it up for a business. So it's just for fun now. And that's okay, because before I didn't think I could do it just for fun. Because initially when I started making them for me. So it said girl and then boy. Well, there you go. And Ashley, what I did, I just did it the one way for you. I didn't do it the other way, or I didn't wait. So we're gonna see for you, Ashley. I know you really want a boy, Celia says, but you don't know the magnificence and power of that energy. I guess we'll wait and see. Ashley, there's a test you can get at like 9 weeks and it'll tell you. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Sending love to you and yours too, Ashley. And I was only going to do like an hour, and now it's almost 2. So I am going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back and do some tarot. So Danny, if you can come back, we would love to have you. Like I said, Danny, when my channel blows up, I'm going to need an assistant. And know that the energy can change in 1 minute today if you just change your perspective. With Pluto moving, it's literally so much lighter energy. It's air energy. What would you like to manifest today? Because you can manifest it all, Celia says. So we will see everybody later. Bye.